Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are one and free. With golden soil and wealth for toil, our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains, and let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Please be seated. Distinguished guests, I would like to invite Uncle Chris Tobin, representative of the Darug people, to offer the traditional welcome to country.
Thank you. Budri Warragul, everyone. Good evening. And Nalawa, welcome to the lands of the Wallamedigal. I belong to one of the local Aboriginal families of the Darug people, the traditional custodians over this part of the country. I wish to firstly pay my respects to the country and its people, and to thank the University for their acknowledgement of us and the invitation to welcome you here this evening. That acknowledgement is important for our people and much appreciated. My family, in fact, descend from Yarramundi, a respected elder and cleverman of the Burrabrongal clan during the early years of colonisation. He saw that our survival in this new world could best be secured if we could learn more about it. So he enrolled his daughter, Burrungari, or Maria, into the Native Institute, a school set up in 1815 by Governor Macquarie, offering formal education to Aboriginal children. Maria studied there for several years and used her newly acquired skills to lobby and ultimately secure some land for herself and her family out along the Richmond Road. Other Aboriginal families soon joined them, and it became known as the Blackstown, where the present-day city of Blacktown gets its name. We are very proud of her, as I'm sure your families are of you here this evening. And with good reason. Your success is our success. Your advancement, our advancement. Now that was probably better understood in traditional times when camp groups were smaller and clans abided by strict sharing laws, which meant the food that you caught and brought back was distributed throughout the rest of the camp. Your skills and good fortune were thus enjoyed by all. Your efforts literally nourished the rest of the community, and you in turn were looked after by them. Yes, we can live quite well when we work together, quite beautifully in fact. Our Aboriginal ancestors certainly lived well in many respects, and I use occasions like this to offer them to yourselves as a model or a benchmark on how good to expect our lives today. You see, when Captain Cook arrived here a little over 250 years ago, he encountered a people whom he described as one of the happiest people he'd ever met. They owned nothing, he wrote, but the tools they carried. They were naked, made their shelters from the bark of trees without cutting them down, and harvested food from the earth without excessive tilling or clearing. There was no slavery, no rich and poor, and no homelessness. Armies were unheard of, as were forts, jails, or even fences. People cooperated to collect the resources which were needed, which were then shared out according to strict Aboriginal law. Our lands were maintained in their natural state through fire and responsible harvesting. Our rivers and waterways kept clean and unpolluted, with people drinking out of the creeks here as they've done for the past 20,000 years. So this is not an ideal or some far-off vision. This is normal life for us, and for the longest time. And there is no reason why we should expect less for ourselves and our children than what our ancestors enjoyed. Admittedly, there's a lot more of us. However, we're a clever people, and there is still much magic in the world, I like to believe. So graduates, I would say expect great and wonderful things from your life. Life is sweet, we are naturally happy, and normally quite good at looking after each other and the planet. So I would ask you to share your gifts with the rest of us, and keep following that beautiful spirit within you that got you this far. Do this, and I'm confident we can put together a world we can be proud of and a future that is worthy of our children. We can all do our bit. I'll do mine by winding up and letting you graduate. Just want to say congratulations to all of you and all the best in our collective futures. Thank you. Yano.
I'm pleased to introduce the Deputy Vice-Chancellor Research of Macquarie University, Professor Saki Pretorius.
Thank you, Chris, for the welcome to country. It's always good to have you here, and I say it every time. Thank you also with the enthusiasm that you speak to us. Colleagues, guests, families, friends, graduates, and most importantly, all of you who will be graduating today. It is my distinct honor and pleasure today to welcome you here to this graduation ceremony. I bring you, our graduates and your guests, a special greeting from members of the University Council, the governing body of the university. I hope this will be a happy and a very memorable occasion for all of you. Today we celebrate the wonderful achievements and the results that you've achieved. To all of you, again, congratulations in advance. Completing a degree is never easy. You need an intelligent and inquiring mind, determination and perseverance, and you have to make many, many sacrifices. You have worked very hard to get here today, and you have every right to feel proud of what you have achieved and accomplished. We at the university are just as proud of you, and I'm pleased to be able to congratulate each and every one of you. I also want to especially welcome the families, supporters, and friends of our graduate here with us as invited guests of our graduates. The fact that you have been invited by one of our graduates to share one of their great days of their lives means that it is proof positive that you have played an influential role in their lives. So to our invited guests, congratulations and thank you for celebrating this great occasion with us. In just a few minutes, it will be my very great honor to confer your degrees upon you and welcome you as lifelong members of that community of scholars we proudly called Macquarie University. It is now my great pleasure to introduce our occasional speaker, Mr. James Newman. James holds a Bachelor of Arts from the Australian National University, 1993, and is an alumni of Macquarie University, having completed a Master of Applied Finance in 1997 and a Master of Business Administration in 2003. James spent over 25 years in financial services with experience in operational management, company secretarial, registry, trustee services, call center regulatory, corporate restructuring, investment banking, institutional equities, futures, and derivatives. James became involved in waste to energy in 2012, initially through an investment, and subsequently established Elephant Energy Private Limited, India, in early 2015, which utilizes municipal solid waste to create electricity. He has been dedicated to developing this technology that is both environmentally friendly and sustainable, recycling otherwise unrecyclable waste into another productive resource, i.e. green electricity. James is currently Managing Director of Hydrosic Pte Ltd, a Singapore-based company that develops waste-to-energy projects across the globe, and the chairman and the chairman of Elephant Energy Private Limited, India, Hydrosec, Australia, and Viridis Engineering, Singapore. I now invite Mr. James Newman to deliver the occasional address. James.
Deputy Vice Chancellor Pretorius, members of the faculty, distinguished guests, staff, graduates, and families. Dr. Seuss wrote, "Congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places, you're off and away." This is a great day. Congratulations for the sacrifices you have made and for the sacrifices your families have made to make it possible for you to be here today. It's no small achievement. Well done to you all. I sat where you are now for my Masters of Applied Finance degree 25 years ago. I remember the long weekends, the after-work lectures. I remember having next to no personal time. I remember the endless modelling. It was tough and it was challenging, but it was so fulfilling. And at that time, I worked on the floor of the Sydney Futures Exchange, where transactions happened by open outcry. Mobile phones were just starting to be used. I did not have a work email. I did not have a work computer. I had absolutely no idea where my career would be headed. The world was changing and I needed to adapt. The Macquarie Applied Finance Centre gave me insights into how to utilise my knowledge in practical ways. It helped me develop a 25-year career in finance and prepared me for what I do now. I found my applied finance degree so practically useful. 20 years ago, I commenced an MBA with the Macquarie Graduate School of Management. Given my previous experience, I did not hesitate to choose Macquarie. Again, it was mentally fulfilling, capability building. I learned to research properly, think more independently, and apply those skills in the workplace. This is what I'd suggest for you to think about yourselves going forward in your developing careers. Use your skills and knowledge to practically apply your learnings. Business and government need people who think independently. Research facts. Don't blindly follow the crowd. I believe the skills that I gained at this place put me in a good space to analyse opportunities that came along in my career. This led me from finance to, of all things, turning garbage into electricity in India. So 25 years ago, I moved in finance and then I moved into waste to energy. Why is a question I nearly always get asked. I did my research 10 years ago. I looked into the industry. Aside from simple profitability per project, was it going to be growing? Is substitution difficult? And is the cost of entry for competitors high? Is the activity providing positive outcomes? Now, waste around the world has two factors driving growth: urbanisation and GDP growth. So developing countries in particular have strong urbanisation occurring. For example, from 2005 to 2025, some 300 million people moving from rural settings into the cities in India. GDP growth for developing countries is around 5% per annum this century. The growth in waste is around 3 to 5% compound per annum. So this was a very strongly growing market when I was looking into it. So what do we all do with our waste? Well, I guess everyone here does their best to recycle. We're conditioned to sort our waste into our yellow, blue, green and red bins. I don't want to depress you, but the best case recycling in the world sees 70% of your yellow bin recycling ends up in landfill. It's a market secret that no one wants to share. Governments don't want to draw attention to this, but plastics can only be recycled 2 or 3 times before the polymers break down and cannot be recycled again. Much plastic waste is regarded as contaminated. Even if you put your mince trays through the dishwasher, as a friend of mine does, that is considered contaminated and it's unsuitable for recycling. Plastic bags, straws, plate spans, for example, have a minute to nil effect on the plastic in the system. Simply, you can't recycle yourself to zero waste. So again, there's no easy way for substitution away from waste, and the cost of entry is high. So what my companies do, Hydrocycle and Elephant Energy, is utilise thermal gasification techniques, which is basically high heat around about 800 degrees Celsius in an oxygen-starved environment, and we turn the waste into a synthesis gas. This gas can be converted into electricity through generators or to other byproducts such as hydrogen on a natural gas equivalent. This is a closed-loop system. There's no chimney, there's no emissions. It achieves major environmental benefits. Worldwide, 5% of the world's greenhouse gases come from landfill. And landfill, particularly in developing countries, adds massive toxicity into the environment, especially in these developing countries like India. So what we do, we substitute landfill for electricity. The World Bank estimates that for every tonne of waste to energy saves a tonne of greenhouse gases. So we can tick that we have significant social and environmental benefits. What I recommend to you all, graduates, is to utilise your knowledge and stick to your well-developed processes, analysis and subsequent convictions. Many people in Australia recommended we stay away from India in the start. Too hard, they said. However, though India can be challenging at times, with a British law system, democratic values and a government committed to development, I would strongly encourage any business or future business to examine the opportunities there. India can be a highly sophisticated, high-quality manufacturer if you select the right partners. We get most of our equipment manufactured to very high standards in India at a quarter of the cost of what it costs you in the West. Your university is forging very strong relationships with India, and this is very exciting for the future. Use your networks, you're at the right place, you're at the right time. Our business opportunities in India are huge. There's 400,000 tonnes of waste that are collected every day. That's a $4 billion US dollar per annum opportunity, just in India. The rest of Asia, excluding China, is another $4 billion US dollars per annum. Small businesses in Australia might get scale in India that is not available in this market. To put the perspective, for me, the potential market in Australia might be a total of 15 plants. In India, it's 4,000 plants. In Asia, including China, it's another 4,000 plants. China by itself is about 15,000 plants. It's a massive opportunity. I encourage you all, look outside the box, expand your horizons. I like businesses that are a bit obscure, a bit shunned, difficult to understand. This raises the cost of entry and eliminates many of your competitors. And perhaps as a result, the margins can be a little bit higher. Waste to energy fits this goal better than most. Who really wants to be standing in a rubbish tip in Delhi when it's 48 degrees? Not me for sure, but I have done that. So therefore, I encourage you all to use your accumulated skills and knowledge, be brave, look outside the box, don't follow the crowd's thinking, use your contacts and your experience to develop your career from the strong base you've been given from this university. As Dr. Zeus also said, you have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself any direction you choose. For me personally, one and all, congratulations on your graduation. You have the whole world at your feet. And will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed. 98.75% guaranteed. Thank you.
James, thank you very much for those messages there. What strikes me is that you approach a massive challenge like waste and make it an opportunity. So recycling and converting garbage into electricity, what a wonderful career. And to combine technology with a business degree, how wonderful is that? What I really liked, and I must say that as Deputy Vice-Chancellor Research, the one line there that I really loved, research the facts before you take the next action. It's always good to make sure that the facts are on your side. So thank you very much. So I wish to congratulate and thank James Newman for giving time to be part of such an important ceremony as this. Thank you very much, James. As Deputy Vice-Chancellor Research of Macquarie University, I especially look forward to presiding at ceremonies such as today's and conferring degrees on those who have complied with the university's requirements for such awards. I now call on our Registrar, Professor Mariella Herberstein, to formally certify the eligibility of those who have met the requirements for these awards.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor Research, I certify that all of the candidates being present here today and those who are absent have satisfied the requirements of the Academic Senate for the degrees they are to be awarded. Would all candidates for admission to degrees please stand?
In the name of the Macquarie University Council and by my authority as Deputy Vice-Chancellor Research, I admit each of you present and those who are absent to the degrees for which they have qualified. Congratulations.
Graduates, please be seated. Deputy Vice-Chancellor Research, the graduates of this ceremony are from the Macquarie Business School. I now call on Professor Leonie Tickle, Deputy Dean of Research and Innovation at the Macquarie Business School, to present the graduates. Professor Tickle.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor Research, the graduates at this ceremony are from the Macquarie Business School. Macquarie Business School represents the modern version of the long and storied history of this university of teaching the next generation of leaders in the fields of economics, finance, actuarial sciences, business analytics, marketing, management and accounting. Our school prides itself on a simple and singular focus, you to the power of us. The great economist and philosopher Amartya Sen, winner of the 1998 Nobel Prize in Economics, once said that true liberty is to have the freedom to live the life one has reason to value. So it follows that our true purpose at Macquarie Business School is to empower you, our students, to lead lives you have reason to value. We give you both feet and wings. Feet in the foundational training of mathematics and philosophy, recast in the modern disciplines of management, economics, marketing and beyond, and wings so you find inspiration in the grand problems of our time and have the ability to soar. Profound change is upon us today. The scale and combination of demographic, economic, political, technological, environmental and social change poses tremendous risk to people and planet alike. Our society faces escalating geopolitical tension at the same time that we wrestle with climate change, energy transition, income inequality, and fragmentation of news channels. I have every confidence that those of you who sit before us today will rise to and join the highest echelons of leadership in Australia and within our region. Sitting amongst us today are tomorrow's CEOs, members of parliament, entrepreneurs, public administrators, not-for-profit leaders, and hopefully some future academics. Graduates, I hope that when you look back upon your time with us, you'll remember not only your sacrifices and years of hard work, but that your experience empowered you to serve and make a difference to the world and lead a life of value. Deputy Vice-Chancellor Research, included amongst the graduates today is the posthumous award of Bachelor of Commerce to Scarlett Lenihan, and we acknowledge her family here today. We celebrate Scarlett's achievements as her cohort graduates today. Deputy Vice-Chancellor Research, I'm proud to present to you the graduates from the Macquarie Business School whom you have admitted to degrees or awarded diplomas. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Applied Finance and Bachelor of Professional Accounting, Liam Davis. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Applied Finance with the degree of Bachelor of Commerce Professional Accounting, Haider Ali. Christopher Barchich. Jeffrey Junior Barrett. Navraj Chahal. Shona Chand. Mailiani Chandra. Scott Davis, who has been awarded the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. Anirudh Gojia. Meiling Huang. Anubhav Kare. Jack Leggett. Marvin Mark. Harshita Madan. Benjamin Manning. Sahil Naidu. Lei Sien Neo. William O'Neill. Krishan Pabu. Thomas Richards. Natalie Rinaldi. Ravinor Rumi. Martina Santillan. Anthony Scher. Kavya Tandon. Savannah Tang. Julia Thompson. James White. Sabrina Yuan. Jadine Zayed. Zhuoying Zhang. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Applied Finance. Furkan Ahmed. Tanveer Ahmed. Talib Bismi. Adam Cohen. Jia Chern Dai. Bahare Edalat Shahri. Thomas Garrigo. Ama Gunaratna. Darius Harrison Hans. Adam Hilton. Liam Jewell. Melody Saria Kasi, who's been awarded the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. Dinesh Katheswararaja. Kevin Koo. Bing Lee. Jie Carson Leong. Zohan Liu. Blake Mullernott. Adrian Natanal. Lucy Pentelo. Phu Pia Mient. Nathan Ralphs. Oliver Stofka. Aurelia Zefania Tejo. Zoe Tian. Bonnie Tong. Tui Lin Vo. Yi Jun Wang. Lachlan Welsh. Dylan Whalen. Brian Olsen Waranto. Yanfei Wu. Christian Yunadi. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, Richie Hazenko. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Banking and Finance, Prasya Acharya. Kunwa Artwal. Ganbola Bart Edene. Shruti Vijay Ballad. Arjun Berry. Utsav Baila. Shruti Balotia. Sahib Singh Bhatia. Harish Boja. Nadine Callista. Shamin Salimali Chamadia. An Tuan Zeng. Lahanku Eng Taiwan. Ankita Ferreira. Kunal Gautam. Ayush Paul Gopura Tingal. Aman Gupta. Etienne Haddad. Nelson Hassim. Yashwan Arun Kumar Idigari Padmanabhan. Nikita Khanna. Armament Katanbata. Muhammad Wali Makbul. Tejas Shailesh Modi. Aditya Dinesh Nair. Priya Shukla. Sinead Rosario. Ajay Sahu. Rahil Rajesh Shah. Wenjie Soon. Batzarig Sedembalje. Catherine Uy. Ke Jiao. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Commerce. Muhammad Rad Shara Chowdhury. Jovita Evelyn. Aline Joanna Fernandez. Ching Tien Lin. Daniel Ranon Maslog. Ridmi Kavindya Rangotgay. Samriti Shakya. Ria Taneja. Bi-Yoon Wu. Di Song Wu. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Finance, Ryan Corey. Edne Tuya Edne Ku. Deputy Vice-Chancellor Research. A higher degree by research is awarded to a graduate who has successfully completed a program of study in which the defining characteristic is research. Our Master of Research is a 2-year full-time equivalent research training degree consisting of research-based coursework, postgraduate research training and a major research project. Graduates have focused on a specific research topic to produce a thesis of up to 20,000 words in preparation for a doctoral degree. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Research. Yi Chen for a thesis entitled FASB Disclosure and Bank Loan Contracting, Evidence from Derivative and Hedging Footnotes. The Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to graduates who have demonstrated the capacity to conduct research independently by forming a distinct contribution to the knowledge of the subject and to afford evidence of coherence and originality shown either by the discovery of new facts or by the exercise of independent critical power. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Humaira Jabin Bristi for a thesis entitled Effects of CEO Power, Evidence from Labour-Friendly Practice, Customer Relationships and Investment Efficiency. Dr. Abus Hedri for a thesis entitled Mutual Funds with Fixed Income Holdings, a closer look at recent trends in the market. Dr. Chen-Yu Yan for a thesis entitled Unconventional Applications of Financial Analysis Techniques. The University Medal is the university's most prestigious academic award and is awarded to students who have demonstrated exceptional academic excellence throughout their university studies. Deputy Vice-Chancellor Research, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Research and the University Medal for Applied Finance. Hamid Yahya for a thesis entitled The Volatility Spillovers of US Quantitative Easing, Evidence from Australia.
The partners.
I present the graduate from the Faculty of Science and Engineering who has graduated with a Doctor of Philosophy, Dr. Teresa Malevska, for a thesis entitled Biological and Phytochemical Analysis of 3 Medicinally Important Plants, Prunus persica, Diosporus lancifolia, and Lobelia latifolia. Deputy Vice-Chancellor Research, that completes this evening's presentation of the graduates from the Macquarie Business School.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor Research, I call on Mr. Hamid Yahya, who graduated today with a Doctor of Philosophy, to speak on behalf of the graduate. Mr. Hamid Yahya.
Vice-Chancellor, members of the university, fellow graduates and guests. Let me begin by stating how humbled I am to stand here to speak to a room full of peers, colleagues, family, friends, and of course my soulmate. Equally so, to be awarded the University Medal is the greatest achievement of my academic career, and I cannot thank my supervisors and colleagues from Macquarie Business School enough for their support. I've been a member of Macquarie University as a student and staff member for nearly a decade. And throughout this journey, I've learned many things. I've not only learned about the complexities of financial markets, the dynamics of economies, or the inner workings of a business, but I've also gained tremendous wisdom when it comes to living a life of meaning and purpose. One of the lessons that I've learned, and that I would like to share with you today, is the skill and the understanding that if we take small, positive steps towards a better world, our actions can multiply and reverberate in ways that we cannot even imagine. As we celebrate our achievements this evening, we must realise that we all have the power to make positive changes in our communities. While it is easy to be carefree, living in a beautiful country like Australia, here are some statistics that tell a slightly different story. Currently, an estimated 700 million people are starving globally. 50 million people are trapped in the modern slave trade, and around 7 million people will die this year alone from air pollution. Now, these numbers are not to dampen the mood, but rather to reinforce the idea that we as the next generation of future leaders have a lot of work ahead of us. So where do we start? I say, use your passion as a catalyst for change. For me, education has always been my contribution to the world. To see the smile on my students' faces when they understand a difficult concept, to inspire a retiree to control their finances, or to help a young student better navigate the world beyond university. These are the small positive steps that I take to contribute to a better world. So as you sit here tonight, being some of the few privileged people to attain a higher education, I want you to think about what you can do to make the world a better place. As you venture out into the unknown, try not to think of your career as a means of attaining money, but rather as an opportunity to make small, incremental changes in the world around you. Even something as simple as smiling in the morning or asking a team member if they are holding up under their workload can make a major difference in someone's day. So remember, your time is limited. We have a moral obligation to leave the world in a better place than when we entered into it. And that positive change begins with you. Congratulations to all of you, and until we meet again, allow not the trials and tribulations of yesterday hold you back from the gifts and the wonders of tomorrow. Thank you.
Hamid, those statistics were a bit chilling, but you know what you've given us, not the statistics, you've given us hope. If the next generation think like you, and I'm sure you are, and start with small positive steps, those challenges can be dealt with. Thank you very much for your words.
O mio bambino caro, mi
Wow, goosebumps. Just in case you want to hear it again, do you? The former Chancellor always said, then you have to enroll for another degree. And what wonderful suite of courses and programs we have for you here. And even if you have a doctorate degree, what about another one? We're ready. My colleagues agree with me. So thank you for considering it. But now let me just thank Angela again. Distinguished guests, please join me in expressing our appreciation for Ms. Angela Brewer for that superb performance. Angela. Angela is also the CEO and Artistic Director of Coast Opera Australia. And please allow me to say, she's in a class of her own. Thank you very much, Angela. Please also join me in thanking our musicians. On the organ, Heather Boyd, and on the trumpet, Simon Vollenitzer. I mispronounced that. Simon Vollenitzer, more or less. Thank you. Can I ask a German-speaking registrar just to pronounce the name properly? My accent is thick enough.
Simon Vollenitzer.
I can do that as well. Simon Vollenitzer. Thank you very much, Heather and Simon. I would also like to take this opportunity to acknowledge and thank the representatives of our alumni. They are representatives and they make ceremonies like this just run smoothly. They're all behind the stage doing the hard work. So thank you very much to our alumni. Graduates, this ceremony marks a change in your relationship with Macquarie University, but it is certainly not the end of your association with us. From today onwards, you are now part of the bigger Macquarie family. Our alumni network, which is over 214,000 graduates strong, spanning more than 140 countries around the globe, welcomes you to the fold. This is the beginning of the rest of your lives. We will look forward to seeing you back on campus, to attend alumni events, to undertake further study. I read again, to undertake further study. Or simply to visit our beautiful campus and reminisce about the good times you spent here at Macquarie University as a student. Graduates, the award of a university degree carries many opportunities and privileges. But like all privileges, it also carries responsibilities. I urge you to commit yourself to a program of lifelong learning and inquiry. I urge you to set ambitious goals for yourself. I urge you to continue to work hard, as hard as the work that you've done to bring you thus far. My hope is that as graduates of Macquarie University, you will use what you have learned here, not only for your own benefit, but also for the betterment of the community. And in all you do, I charge you to uphold the good name of Macquarie University. It is also my hope that you always remember the people who have helped you along the way, many of whom are here with you today. So to acknowledge their contribution and thank them for it, I'm going to ask you to do a few things. First, I'd like all the new graduates to please stand up. Now I want you to place your testaments on your seats and turn around to face your families and friends. And now invite you to give them a mighty round of applause. You can now turn around, but don't sit down yet. Here on the dais are representatives of our academic staff who have supported you throughout your journey. Please join me in thanking them. Graduates, please remain standing, but do pick up your testaments from the seat behind you, since the official party will soon leave the hall, followed by the graduates. As we do, Heather will play the traditional recessional music of graduation, which has been played at ceremonies over centuries. There is an age-old set of Latin lyrics, which begins as Gaudeamus igitur dum sumus Ivanis. In translation, this graduation exit song starts out, "Therefore, let us rejoice. We will always be young." And just on that note, my outfit is color-coded. Look. This song speaks of in a whimsical way of youth and old age at the very same time, of the brevity of life and the inevitability of death, of state and city, and of happiness. Again, to the graduates of Macquarie University, my warmest congratulations and every best wish for your futures filled with success, satisfaction, and most importantly, happiness. Now, might I ask everyone to please stand? Shortly, I will lead the official party out to be followed by the graduates. I then invite you all to follow our graduates out to the graduation hall on my left here, outside, to enjoy a few refreshments with us. This time of the evening, some of you might expect gin and tonic, but I'm not sure it's available. But nevertheless, enjoy the moment and rejoice. In closing today's wonderful celebration of your achievements, I say again, Gaudeamus igitur. Therefore, let us rejoice.